Cash with the Dirt Guy.
Thanks so much, Kasia. And it looks like we'll be putting those tips to good use. I'm Krissy Vann in for Gary Archibald. You can see in northern Ontario, some areas getting 45 to 60 millimeters of rain. That's why a rainfall warning has been put in place for quite a few areas. And then 15 to 30 millimeters throughout the GTA. And a special weather statement has been issued for you by Environment Canada. Of course, we know the rain can be locally higher in thunderstorms, and we do have the risk through Tuesday extending from southwestern Ontario right to the east, where we could see a non-severe thunderstorm develop. So certainly if you're heading out the door tomorrow, take along your Weather Network app. You can keep up to date with any watches or warnings. This is the system here, the low pressure moving in, and unfortunately it's slow moving. So that's what's bringing us those high rainfall totals. Hours tonight. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Krissy Vann in for Gary Archibald. Now, the unfortunate news is for those of you in the GTA, unfortunately, poor viewing conditions, and that's all because of the rainfall that's headed your way. Through the prairies, they are the ones that have the good to excellent conditions in the country. So hopefully those of you will share your photos and videos with us here at the Weather Network. Looking at temperatures this evening, you can see 25 in Toronto, 15 in North Bay, 25 in Kingston. So pretty pleasant for the summer, but unfortunately what we don't like seeing, especially after such a beautiful weekend, is all this rainfall. We have this low moving up from the States, plus the system to the north. So areas in northern Ontario, some of you could see up to 60 millimeters of rain, and a rainfall has also been issued for parts of southwestern Ontario. So looking like a soggy week, but the good news is as we continue in Toronto through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, things are going to be drying out with you with the sunshine.
Calm.
First is Elle, and then there was Julio. Thanks for joining me. I'm Krissy Vann in for Gary Archibald. Some good news looking at the cloud tops here. You can see it is north of Hawaii. The track continues through Thursday out to sea in the Pacific. So great news if you are planning a trip to Hawaii. Coming up, we'll join Kim McDonald as she takes us around the world in 80 seconds. Thanks, Kim, for another great trip around the world. I'm Krissy Vann in for Gary Archibald. And looking at our current systems, you can see most of the activity in eastern parts of the country. We have rain moving through Ontario and isolated showers lingering through parts of the Maritimes and Newfoundland. We head to Cambridge, Ontario. Summer activities to do. Looking through this evening, though, we do have the risk of some thunderstorms, non-severe in nature, but through southwestern Ontario in through parts of the Nickel Belt. And unfortunately, we have quite a lot of rain headed our way. You can see heading up to the north, 45 to 60 millimeters possible, and then through parts of the GTA, a general 15 to 30. And if you do happen to see a thunderstorm, again, you're looking at some locally higher amounts. As for temperatures through the evening, 25 in Collingwood with some sunshine, 15 in Geraldton, 20 degrees in Sarnia, and again, you're looking at that rain picking up speed throughout the day. I'm Krissy Vann in for Gary Archibald, and looking at our temperatures, we know through the summer we normally like to have those hot temperatures to have a beach day, but looking at the number of days above 30 through May to August, you can see Fredericton got to 7 days. Toronto, you only saw 4 days, so really not that usual hot and toasty summer. As for temperatures through your Tuesday afternoon, Barrie, you'll be sitting at 23, St. Catharines 24, Toronto 23 degrees, so looking below seasonal, and unfortunately you're going to want to have the industrial umbrella handy depending on where you are, because through this evening into Wednesday, we have rainfall warnings up to the north where you could see 45 to 60 millimeters through the GTA, around 15 to 30 millimeters of rain, and it's going to be persistent over the next few days. You can see this system, low pressure moving up, but look what happens in the north. We have this cold front moving through, this moving up, and that's what's made for a lot of rainfall over the next few days. So definitely keep those rain boots handy right by the door because you're going to need them. So what's next weekend's forecast looking like? Chris May meteorologist Kelly Sonnenberg have the answer coming up next in the Long Ranger.